will ever think you're beautiful.
Go kill yourself.
How do you put up with yourself?
You're so ugly and disgusting.
Yeah, you guys better lay off her. Looks like she's gonna cry over there.
She's a mess.
Stop begging for attention, Jesus.
Don't come to school if you're just going to cry.
Helpless.
You're helpless.
You're helpless.
Helpless.
Normal.
I'm glad I'm not you.
I'm glad I'm not you.
Glad I'm not you.
I'm glad I'm not you.
What we say has the power to give life, or it has the power to give death. So I want to talk about that for a little bit this morning, and I want to challenge you to really ask yourself, what type of human are you going to be?
That question might seem a little heavy for teens, but this isn't just another school assembly. It's Speak Up, Stand Up, Save a Life, a conference that brings thousands of middle and high schoolers together for a 6-hour conversation about the toughest problems they face.
In the next 24 hours, 15,016 will use drugs and alcohol for the first time.
Excessive drinking is responsible for more than 4,300 deaths among underage youth each year.
In the next 24 hours, in the next, in the next, in the next.
How can we change this?
Mental illness, drug and alcohol use, cyberbullying, self-harm, and suicide are all up for discussion. The idea is to inspire young people to speak out about the pain and pressure in their lives. And it started when 3 women, a school superintendent, a business development manager, and a county prosecutor, happened to cross paths in a community leadership class in Phoenix's West Valley.
Class 22, and that's a big rivalry thing, right? So they're in their 24th class right now, but we're the class 22, we're the best, and you all have your own secret handshakes. I met Gina and Lily, and it was like we just were magnets to each other.
Well, I think we're all type A personality, so it was like the perfect match for the 3 of us to come together.
It's interesting because we're 3 generations almost. We're about a 10-year difference between all of us. We're all parents, we're mothers. When you talk about these issues, it's close to all of our hearts, and that instantly allowed us to connect as well.
And so the seating that you gave us on that original chart, that's like the exact number of seats, right? Because I think that's how we highlighted.
The catalyst for the conference was a class conversation with local law enforcement.
One of the things that had just happened was a murder-suicide on a West Valley campus. And Gina was the assigned prosecuting attorney to the case, and she asked him, she said, you know, there are threats that we see on social media. Why aren't you guys seeing this? And he goes, why aren't you seeing it?
When we were discussing that, Dr. Lily DeBlue said, we tell kids to speak up, but they just don't. And we thought, well, you know what? Why don't we hold a conference? And that kind of started a conversation where we have to do a project anyway. Let's hold a conference and see if we can inspire kids and get them to speak up. We knew that for it to be successful, it had to come from the youth, because the youth are going to be the first ones to notice that their classmates are in trouble. They're going to be the ones to notice the warning signs because they're talking in their own code. So we have to engage the kids, and we have to get the kids the courage to speak up. But then on the same token, you had to get the parents and the teachers on the same page, because if they speak up and you're not ready to respond, they may never speak up again.
Without any event planning experience, the trio set out to design a conference that would engage students and get them talking, while also providing resources for their teachers and parents.
We did emails, I did calls, I did flyers. I just spoke to as many people who would listen and say, let me tell you what's going on, I'd love to invite you. Now the first year, yes, we had a lot of schools and districts that were not interested. You know, and some people said, it's a touchy subject.
Despite that resistance, the word spread and interest grew, and about 900 students took part in the very first Speak Up, Stand Up, Save a Life conference in 2017. Grace Martinez was there to share her own story of recovery after years of intense bullying led her into depression and self-harm.
Cutting made me numb to a world that at the time I saw as gray, lifeless, and bleak. Instead of feeling the pain they gave me, I wanted to feel a different kind of pain. And that's how I coped with it. I made my own pain. What inspired me to share my story was that there is a lot of people like me, and most people don't make it out like I did. There are young girls like 10 or 9 years old that are taking their lives because people don't have anything nice to say.
This year, 16-year-old Grace shared her story again. Words once hurt her deeply, but now she uses them to heal and to encourage others to speak.
My name is Grace, and my story is just beginning, because I care enough to speak up, stand up, and save a life.
The second Speak Up, Stand Up, Save a Life conference drew 3,500 students from all over Arizona. They spent the day hearing from fellow students, motivational speakers, and performers who played out common and painful scenarios.
Is there anybody that I could talk to?
Then they worked in small groups to identify problems and potential solutions in their own schools.
Their expressions on their faces.
Their job is to be ambassadors, and this is a train the trainer. So they're going to roll out this message to their school. So we have a chance to impact 350,000 youth.
Then the word gets out. Then kids start talking to other kids saying, oh my God, that was absolutely fabulous. Look what I can do now. Then they start implementing. Then parents get the information and say, wow, I don't know what you did there, but look at how my child is reacting. We had adults crying on my shoulder, saying I needed this.
First-time attendees Maya Nura and Emma Romero say the conference helped them put their experiences into a different perspective.
It just kind of opened my eyes to how to help bullying, and like kind of just saying like if it happened to me, what would I do? So I really just took that into consideration.
I know a lot of people that have been bullied and stuff, so it just was like, it was a powerful message.
Thank you so much. Now we want to tell you really quick before you get up, start talking about your project. Use this time wisely while you're pumped up.
Jennifer, Gina, and Lily hope to bring that message to communities throughout Arizona and beyond.
Our goal is hopefully that this will go nationwide. We would love to eliminate this bullying, this cutting. We would love students to have such a great self-esteem that there's no need for harassment and bullying, that they're accepting of everyone, and that they're willing to lend a hand to their fellow students. That's what needs to happen.
If more people got with their friends and their coworkers and their thought groups and said, let's think of a solution. What can we do together with our network of people and make some energy around something positive? Imagine what this world would be.
Speak up, stand up, save a life.
Speak up, stand up, save a life.